Hello guys, this is your friend and we are back with a new fanfic. Which is what if God like Naruto became emperor of Alvarez Empire and got Harem Part 1. And if you enjoy this fanfic then please press the like button and subscribe to my channel for more fanfic like this. And now let's start the fanfic. The retrieval that went after the traitor Uchiha Sasuke returned with their first S-rank retrieval success. Of the 6 that were originally sent out to retrieve the Uchiha, 4 were critically injured, 1 was broken finger. Despite the various injuries 4 of them suffered, they were all healing amazingly well without any lasting damage, thanks to the brilliant medical skill of the Godime Hokage, Tsunade Senju. But in all this there is one member in the retrieve team that was not given him any kind of treatment by any doctor or by Godime and her assistants, apprentice Shizune Katio. He has worst injuries in this mission, like several burn marks in the body along with broken bones, and above all of them he have 2A rank assassination jutsu Chidori, 1000 birds, which is above the heart on his chest, which is done by his teammate which he happened to retrieve from going to Orochimaru of the Snake Sanin. But his injuries recovering thanks to his clan bloodline, which only left little scare on the chest, but still weak due to its injuries. Konoha Hospital. It had been several days since Team Shikamaru had been returned from their successful S-rank retrieval mission. Uchiha Sasuke now lay in a hospital bed, strapped down with his chakra temporarily sealed off, along with his clan bloodline Sharingan. His curse seal was personally sealed by the Jiraiya, making it nearly impossible for the Uchiha to use it. There were also 2 team of Anbu guards stationed outside the door and outside the windows on Tsunade orders, so that Uchiha, if he tried to escape from hospital to leave the village to join Orochimaru, Uchiha Sasuke couldn't do anything other than but to stare at the ceiling. A member of his team entered his hospital room with large grin on his face. In repose, Sasuke turned to him and glared. He glared at the person who stopped him from obtaining power. The power he needed to avenge his clan, to kill the person who is clan, that person being none other than Uzumaki Naruto. Naruto signed at the glared and looked at him. He hoped that his teammate would come to his senses and realize what Orochimaru's true intentions were. Unfortunately, revenge makes him blind. Are you all right, Sasuke? How are you feeling? Naruto asked. What do you think? Sasuke growled. Well, I did say that I was going to break your arms and legs and drag you back to the village if I had to, Naruto joked. Sasuke struggled and thrushes on the bed, trying to get free from his bonds as he jerked forward. You think this is funny, dope? Do you? Look what you do to me. My chakra, the cruise seal and my Sharingan are all sealed and now I'm strapped to this fucking bed. Sasuke roared. I told you that I wasn't going to let you go to Orochimaru, answered Naruto. I'm trying to protect you from him and I was trying to save you from yourself. Do you really think that he would have give you power to kill your father without a price? Think about it, Tem. If I wasn't strapped to this fucking bed I'd kill you right now, Sasuke sneered. What? Asked a surprised Naruto. I'll kill you if I ever see you again, dope. I'll kill you, snarled Sasuke. Damn it, Sasuke, I'm trying to help you. Naruto shouted. I don't need your help. I don't need Konoha. I don't need anything except the power to kill my father. That's all I care about. You dare to lecture me? I'm the Avenger and will always be a dope. Sasuke spat venomously. You will never understand how I feel. You were born with nothing. No parents, no family, no clan. I had all that and then it was taken away from me for the person I admire the most in the world, to the person I wanted to be like and surpass more than anything, my fucking father. So don't you dare think you understand me, or how I feel, because you'll never be able to comprehend what it's like to have everything you cherish ripped away from you. Because you dope, never had anything to begin with, I don't want you, or anyone else's help. All I want power. Now get out of my sight. Sasuke roared. Naruto just looked him with sadly. He may not consider him as a friend but he still consider him as fellow Konoha ninja. He know everything that happened night of Uchiha massacred and know very well when he was young he look up to his father as a hero. Sasuke wanted to like him, he want his father acknowledge him, he wanted to stand with him shoulder to shoulder to face their enemy, but all in all he wanted to suppress his father no matter what and show him that he is really his son. But it all changed when he massacred whole Uchiha clan in single night except Sasuke. I just hope you will understand, Sasuke. There is nothing you will get from revenge, it only leads you in the path which is darkness. You don't understand. If you keep walking in this path, then you will not only hurt yourself but also hurt those who still wanted to help you. I just hope you understand, but it's look like there is nothing I or even anybody does about your darkness. I just hope you will find some closer to your feeling after you kill your father, but if not, then I have step up to bring you down. Not for your safety but for world. Naruto said himself in his mind. Naruto just sighed and left the room. The next day, Naruto just stood at the Team 7's meeting point for waiting Sakura. Soon enough she came into view. Thinking she was going to thank him for bringing Sasuke back, he put on his trademark grin and walked to greet her. "Hey Saku," was as far as he got before she lashed out at him with left hook, straight to the side of his face. His head reeked back as an expression of shock contorted his features. A shaking hand reached to hold his stringing cheek. "How could you do that to Sasuke-kun?" she screeched. "I asked to bring him back and what you do? You almost kill him," she yelled, breathing heavily, glaring daggers into eyes. "It's miracle that he alive to recover for active duty for what you did. I thought you were his friend." Sakura proceeded to punch and kick him for 10 minutes before her rage ran its course. Naruto, being Naruto, sat there and took it, never once raising his fists to defend himself or strike back. Sakura looked down on him and spat at him. "I hate you, Uzumaki Naruto. I was right, you are nothing but a monster. I don't want to see you again, demon." She turned and stomped away. If she'd stay any longer, she'd have heard his heart breaking and seen the tears fall from his face. "I'm not a monster. I'm not a demon. I'm just a jailer, not a prisoner." Naruto tell himself in mind. "You are not a monster or a demon, Kit. You are Uzumaki Naruto, or should I say Namikaze Uzumaki Naruto, son of Namikaze Minato and Uzumaki Kushina, princess of Whirlpool Village from Uzu no Kuni, land of Whirlpool. You are the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi no Yoko, Nine-Tails Demon Fox, remember that, Kit?" Kyuubi told him. A few hours later in Konoha council room, Naruto had been summoned to council chamber. "You wish to speak with me?" Naruto said in a dead, miserable tone. This caught several people in council off guard, especially Hiashi, Shikaku, Shuza, Inoichi, and Unaki. This was not like usual loud, hyperactive young ninja, who always wore a smile no matter what happened. What wrong with Naruto? He's not himself. Something must have happened. I'll have to ask when we're done here. Thought of Hiashi, Shikaku, Shuza, Inoichi, and Unaki. Elder Council member Mitokado Homura answered Naruto. "Yes, we summoned you here," he said. "The council has finished reading reports that were given to us by you and your teammates, the Suna team, as well as Rock Lee and your sensei, Hitaki Kakashi's report. Although we're pleased that a mission of this level successfully completed by a fresh ordained Chunin and a team of 4 genin, we have some concerns regarding the reports on the battle between you and your teammates Uchiha Sasuke." He continued, peering at Naruto over the rim of his glasses. "What concerns?" asked Naruto, where sick, cold feeling wormed its way into gut. "What has us concerned is fact that you used a large amount of Kyuubi's chakra in your battle and caused great destruction in the Valley of the End," replied Elder Council member Udatane Kaharu. "I had no choice. Sasuke using the power of the Crew's seal, and in order to hold him back, and subdue him, I need to access the Kyuubi chakra. Plus, I was trying to capture him while he was trying to kill me, which is I can prove right now." Naruto lifted his shirt and showed the council the scare of the two Chidori, 1,000 birds, that Sasuke rammed through his chest, in which one is very close to his heart. Several of the assembled clan head Akamichi Choza, Nara Shikaku and Inazuka Sume, could not help but feel for the boys since their sons had been on that team. One of them is critically wounded, like Naruto and many others, were severely hurt. While that is acceptable, Uzumaki, we still have our concerns, namely the word of your report, specifically when you were calling Kyuubi's chakra, you stated that you were feeling a great deal of anger and rage. You also mentioned that Kyuubi's chakra served to intensify your anger, which, according to reports, led to Uchiha Sasuke's current condition. Said the Old One-Eye Elder Shimura Danzo. We're aware that this isn't the first time we're on the verge of losing control of yourself when you using Kyuubi's chakra. The report of Team 7's mission to Nami no Kuni, Land of Wave, mentioned your struggles against Hyoten, Ice Release user, partner of AA rank missing ninja Momochi Zabuza, in which is stated by your sensei Hatake Kakashi you released a large amount of the Kyuubi's chakra and nearly lost control. However, before you fully lost control, your teammate Uchiha Sasuke, who happens to awaken his Sharingan, were easily able to subdue you with the help of Kakashi after they kill Zabuza and Hyoten user and were come back to sense after some time. This time, however, you unable to stop yourself before severely injuring Uchiha Sasuke, which is the reason for this meeting. Danzo finished, studying the young blonde intently with eye. Now hold on just a minute. Inoichi broke in, slamming his fists on the table. You're trying and pin any of the trouble that has been caused by the Uchiha on Naruto. He may have Kyuubi's chakra, but he clearly has it under control, as he demonstrated in Chunin exams, where he defeated Hyuga Neji without causing him any under harm. His apprenticeship to Lord Jiraiya should be more than enough to abate any fears or concerns. Shouted Inoichi. With all due respect, Jiraiya's training with container has not given us the desired result. Clearly the boy's emotions are linked to his ability to call upon the demon's power, and since he is unable to control his emotions, he cannot control powerful enough amount of demonic chakra without losing control of his actions. The Uchiha's injuries are the proof enough to attest to this. Consider this. Danzo said, the container has repeatedly mentioned that he sees Sasuke as his closest friend. If, in the lack of control, he damaged his friend this much, what does that say about the damage he could deal to Konoha shinobi to whom he has no connection, should be once again lose control? I've to say this would not have happened if Sarutobi had not disbanded my root division, or if he'd given to me the chance to raise and train the boy properly. He finished. If Sandaime had allowed that, Naruto would we have been nothing more than your personal puppet. Inoichi growled. I want nothing more to train the container to become the prefect weapon for Konoha, and despite what you think of me, I always have the best interest of Konoha at heart. Stated Danzo calmly. More like your own interest, if you ask me. Sume growled out. She never liked the old war hawk. He treated like shinobi like disposable tools and wouldn't hesitate to send them in suicide mission or abandon them if it suited to his own needs. It was fact that disgusted Sume, since her clan valued comradeship above all else, but not in the case of Naruto. In her heart she always sees Naruto as a tool for war which they can use whenever they want. She not even consider him as a child. That's why she evenly made his life as so miserable when he was young but stopped when he became shinobi. Danzo narrowed his eye in Sume, but said nothing. Tsunade, we must consider the threat of the organization that Jiraiya reported to us, the Akatsuki, which is made up of 9s rank missing nins. One of them member is Uchiha Fugaku, and formal member of your teammate Orochimaru. Kaharu stated, watching Tsunade, who is still saying nothing, just sitting on Hokage's seat listening everything but keeping her eyes close. We are great disadvantage against them. We've little to no information with regards to their goals, besides the fact that they after the Biju, not to mention that over own state of weakness from invasion of Suna, hidden in the sand, and Oto, hidden in the sound. They can easily attack us again to obtain the Kyuubi container, just as they attempt last time with Uchiha Fugaku and Hoshigaki Kisame when they infiltrated the village. But this time all 9 members may attack the village, and we would most likely be destroyed in the resulting battle. That is why I believe we should eliminate that threat to the village right here, and now, said Kaharu, eyeing Naruto as she concluded her speech. Naruto suddenly have terrible feeling wash over him, they meant him. And what proposed to do this, how? drawled Shikaku, not liking the direction things were going. Simple. As I said, the Akatsuki want the Biju and they'll stop at nothing until they've obtained them all. Therefore, as long as we have the Kyuubi, we are in danger. What I suggest is we banish the container so that Konoha itself will no longer be a target. Koharu responded. No, we'll not allow this. We'll not allow all of you to banish one of our most loyal shinobi simply because you're afraid to fight the Akatsuki. You can't do this. As fellow council members, we forbid it. Roared Inoichi, Shuza, Shikaku, Unkai and surprisingly Hiashi and even Konoha Anbu commander. When Naruto heard the Koharu's plan, he felt like his heart was going to stop. He met her once or twice when he was younger, visiting the old man. She and Homura treated him like the plague. Those two elders' tolerance of his existence was just barely present, and he'd received many glares from them, for his pranks, or his casual way to Sandaime, Gigi. But when Inoichi, Choza, Shikaku, Unkai, Hiashi and Anbu commander stated to shout that they would not allow them to kill him, hope started to rise in Naruto. He knew that all those clan member were not allow anything happen to him, as well as Tsunade, who as Hokage will also protected him, and Hokage would have final say and she and other would never banish him. But when a small evil smirk appeared on Koharu's wrinkled old face, that hope shattered. I'm afraid you were wrong, fellow council member. We can do this, you see, in the village recorded by the Tsunade grandfather the Shidaime Hokage and granduncle the Nadaime Hokage. It is stated that when there is a situation that threatens the safety of the village and the Hokage or even clan's council is unwilling, or incapable of dealing with it, then the village civilian council may overrule the Hokage and clan's council on the decision on how to deal with situation, so long as majority of council in favor of it. Said Koharu, still maintaining her smirk. What? All Naruto supporters roared in disbelief. Wait, even if we banish the boy, all we're doing is handing him to Akatsuki. This plan, if it can be called that, will not eliminate the threat the Akatsuki poses. All this is due, give them more power and further aid to their goals, making them even bigger threat than they are now. I also disagree both fundamental and professionally, with your blasé treatment of Naruto. To just throw a younger ninja of our village to the wolves in this manner, in spite of all that be accomplished, is an insult and is everything that Konoha stands for. Declared Shuza, righteous anger. Naruto smiled and glad that he had some supported, and happy. That not a boy, he is a demon, monster, abomination, plain and simple. Look what he did to Uchiha-sama. If we don't do anything, then he will even try to harm my little princess because he has huge crush on her. Shouted out Haruno Mebuki, head of Konoha Merchant Guild. She is mother of Haruna Sakura. She hates Naruto because he is the son of Namikaze Minato and Uzumaki Kushina. When Minato was grand title as Konoha no Kuroi Senko, Konoha's Yellow Flash, who wins the third great ninja war by himself. On that time she was trying to marry him because he was going to the future Yondaime Hokage. She even goes so far to announce that she is going to be Yondaime wife in public, but all dream was crushed when she find out that Minato marry Kushina before the 2 year before the war is over and Kushina is pregnant with Minato's son. But when Kyuubi attacked 12 years ago and find that Minato and Kushina is dead with their newborn child report to dead after born. But when Sandaime announced that Kyuubi sealed inside Naruto and told the village he was orphaned because he don't know Naruto parents' name, but she know who parents were and still angry to Minato that he chose Kushina over her. So how she reacts, she gather all the mob and make Naruto life as miserable as possible, even go so far to kill him in several times, but all the time Kyuubi save him. When she married with wealthy person in village and get permanent seat in council and have daughter with her husband, she told her daughter Sakura to beat Naruto or get away from him because Naruto is a demon. Her daughter follow her mother everything she say. When her daughter become Kunoichi and find out she with Uchiha-sama and demon his team member, she first try to use her political power to throw Naruto out of the active duty to made him a civilian so she can torture him more, but Sandaime stop her. But she used different approach. She already tells Sakura always hit him Naruto on the head with as much force as possible in hope to damage his brain or possibly kill him, and used him as tool like she used him as wave. Chunin exam and latest Uchiha retrieval mission in which Naruto promised to Sakura to bring Sasuke back no matter the what. She just hopes he will end up dead in any of those missions no matter he is taken, but he is always alive. You lot fools. If we listen to you, then we'll be giving the most powerful and destructive force that we know to bunch of criminals, and I don't think what those criminals have plans for the Biju will be benefit the Konoha or any other village in the bloody elemental continent. Said Ino's father Inoichi. Whatever their plan is, we don't know and we don't care. If Akatsuki wants power of Bijus, then they can have Kyuubi's power, because in overcurrent condition we don't have manpower or resources to spread. Even if we have, we don't spread our resources to this demon, even if he is the last hope of the world. Declare Homura. Then that means you are going to abandon him simple because we have no resources or because he is container of Kyuubi. Please tell me you don't want to help him because of his burden, right? Asked Shikaku. Yes, all civilian council roared. I now propose that we cast a vote to decide the container's fate. Stated Kaharu. Haruna Mebuki, I vote yes. Let's get rid of the demon. The sooner is out here the better for the village and better for Uchiha-sama and my daughter. Hojo Akira, a civilian politician who went whenever civilian people went as long as it keep him in comfortable position, I vote yes. This village is much better off without him causing us trouble. You detain Kaharu. If he is still in the village, he will cause more problems than helping in future. If he stayed, there is no way he will lose control of Kyuubi's chakra and destroyed our village, and we also look for those S-rank missing nins. So I vote yes. Danzo, my reasons are same as Kaharu-san. I vote yes. It is good for greater good for Konoha future. Asai Hades, one of the wealthiest men in Konoha who had lost greater deal of his wealth when family house has been destroyed in Kyuubi attack, I vote yes, and all more than happy to kick him out of the village myself. Mitokado Homura, I vote yes. I will not allow this abomination live inside this very village wall, even if he somehow not even get the banish, then I make sure he live even more his life is a living hell than this right now. Amako Taichi was a wealthy businessman that had earned a great deal of wealth from selling various foods and herbs in and out of Konoha and Fire Country. He lost crops, herbs, land and wealth during the Kyuubi attack. He also lost his elder brother who has been Jonin at that time. I vote yes, the sooner we get rid of him the better. Nara Shikaku, not only is this meeting troublesome, but it is stupid. This vote is stupid. You guys, who banishing him, are stupid. I vote no. Akamichi Shuza, the boy shouldn't be treated like this. He is more loyal shinobi to the village and don't deserve to banished. If we banished him and leave him defenseless against Akatsuki, then there is no saying what they do to him. I've know because my son, Choji, has known Naruto since childhood. He was even one of the Choji's first friends. And if I vote yes, I will never be able to face my son and others. Plus, he is the only person that can eat more ramen than me or Choji. My vote is no. Choza said with a slight chuckle. Yamanaka Inoichi, quite frankly, I'm against this entire thing. I've seen what that boy goes through the village from his memories in his mind, when I did mental stability test. To be honest, if he decide to destroy this village, then we deserve every bit of what we get. Contrary to your belief, his mind is hell of a lot more stable and more controlled than that Uchiha. I vote no. Kurama Unaki, although I'm sympathetic to the boy's situation and hold no hatred for what he carries inside him, since he cannot be held responsible for unable to control the demon inside his body, much like my niece Yakumo, it still don't the fact that you people just want him banished because he has Kyuubi. He's weak, I give him that. Because of this he lose control when he using Kyuubi's chakra after Sasuke rammed his Chidori into his chest, but the more reason behind this, which not only my clan but also every clans find out that academy, that teacher not only teaching him anything but also try to sabotage his education. That why his basic is weak than any non-passing academy student or the other fellow member on his class. So my vote is no. Hyuga Hiyashi, I vote as no to banishing Uzumaki Naruto from Konoha. If we banishing him, then it will prove right move now given the situation we're in, but in future it proved one of our greater mistakes since Konoha formed, because if we banished, then we look we to other village in future if they try to attack us. If he inside the village, then it will also prevent them to attack us, but also show that we are the one of the strongest village in whole element nations. Anbu Commander, there is the truth what is Danzo-san and Kaharu-san said with regards Akatsuki coming back to Konoha to capture Uzumaki Naruto. However, like Akamichi-san, I cannot agree with banishing him and leave him helpless to defend himself against Akatsuki, not without knowing their goal for the Kyuubi and other bijus. This boy has proving himself to the village enough times and more, even in the exams, he helped save the village by defeating the Jinchuriki Gaara. I vote no. He is not the one who defeating the Sand Demons, Uchiha-sama is the one who defeat him by himself. Shouted Mebuki to Anbu Commander. I know because it's been verified by Nara Shikamaru and Uzumaki Naruto report that has been submitted to Anbu headquarter when Sandame-sama Hokage dead and all the report regarding Oto, Sand invasion send directly to us then archive room, because if Hokage is dead and there is no other Hokage who take in charge to village, then all reports send directly to Anbu headquarter then archive room, and even Gaara is also verified it. Answer Anbu Commander. It's a lie because the report which is present by the Uchiha-sama, Hitaki Kakashi, who used his ninja dog, and last not least my daughter who present their report when God I'm take in charge of the office, says that Uchiha-sama is the one who defeat him with everything he got, which that thing who is stuck with Sand who is crushing him, which in the end saved by Uchiha-sama by himself. Stated pink-haired banshees. Enough Mebuki-san, we are doing vote and debating, so please silence and let others to vote about container future. Homura said and then turned to Tsunade and other members of council, so Tsunade, which side you vote? When this is going, Tsunade is thinking about the meeting regarding everything happen in the village up until return in Konoha, and knows that civilian council no love for the blonde-haired Jinchuriki, but he get respect from Shinobi Council, even they try to defend him from banishing with all the power they have. She signed and look at all the council member as they were looking to her, then she look at the Naruto to minutes or two. Jiraiya, you can come out and give me your damn report. Tsunade stated in authorities. Naturally, when they hear Godime is calling for Jiraiya to come out give her report, then everyone in the room present become curious and wanted to know what this is all about when they were voting for banishing Naruto, while she thinking about on other matter. Naruto himself come to an edge when he hear that her ba-chan calling Previ Sage to give him her some damn report, while he himself become more curious about more than anyone in the whole room. He himself thinks like her ba-chan and Previ Sage won't let him banish him because he himself thought they care for him more than anyone in this whole room. Suddenly someone is coming behind Tsunade when whole council becomes very tense that there is someone present in the meeting, when whole shinobi and all the hidden guards not even they know that someone present without knowing, but they push aside their thought when they know who he was. He is best spy master in whole element nation. He came out and everyone see it's indeed Toad Sage, Jiraiya the Toad Sannin, who is considering strongest member in legendary Sannin. Standing behind Tsunade looking. Before Tsunade calling him out, Jiraiya listen whole damn meeting about his banishing his apprentices or not. So far civilian council is whining by one vote to Shinobi Council. But there are still votes that have to come from the Inuzuka, the Sarutobi, the Aburame, and Tsunade herself left to decide the fate of Uzumaki Naruto. He then see every one of them with his neutral glare while everyone looking at him curiously, and then come to stop Naruto at last and see he looking at him also looking him as curiously, and there is also hope present in his eyes. Then he turned his gaze towards the Tsunade and looking at him for 1 and 2. See that Tsunade and Jiraiya looking at each other seriously like they have serious conversion in their eyes but not even saying anything. The whole council looking at each other, and some member become annoying that they just not saying any words or not looking at them. Pink hair Banshee getting more annoying and become impatient more than anyone, she just smash her hand on table and get up from her chair. Will you please tell us why you are here for Jiraiya-sama and what kind of report you wanted Tsunade-sama? We have important conversion her about this demon brat, so tell us already. Don't just keep us dark. Banshee snarled out. When both of them listened the Banshee words, they turned their gaze to her and then whole council. Both of them long sign and Tsunade as the first one answered them. I want the report about one of the most secret S-rank mission that won me, Jiraiya, Sarutobi-sensei, the elders, Inuzuka, Aburame, Sarutobi and Uchiha clan is known about this mission only and no one is know about this mission. Answer Tsunade. When Tsunade answered this, everyone who know about what mission she was taking about, while rest of them who don't know about is come out of blank because they don't about this mission. Naruto himself had a feeling that he does not like the detail about this whole mission that Tsunade has said that. What is this mission are all about that we the rest of the clan head as well as council don't know about, while you let other inform this whole mission? What this mission is all about? Asked annoying Hiyashi, because this so-called S-rank mission which he don't even aware but Uchiha clan is known about this mission. Well, I'll give you detail about when I get this report, said Tsunade and turned towards the Jiraiya. Well, Jiraiya, give us the report already, we don't have whole day. When Jiraiya listened this, he take out some scrolls and hand over to Tsunade and all the other members who know the mission. Tsunade and others take some time reading this report with serious expression on their faces. All of them looking each other and then look toward Jiraiya. Jiraiya, is this true? Are you sure about this? Is there any way to avoid that? Because it means a lot. It's also deciding the fate of this whole meeting, asked Tsunade. Jiraiya responded in grim, yes Tsunade, there is no other way. I already try everything that I can to stop him become more powerful, but he is too strong and his mind is more sharp than any of other I even encounter up until this now. There is no way around him. All of the council member that have scroll are dissipated to Jiraiya because they think they can stop him become more powerful and keep him under in their thumb. Very well, said Tsunade. Well, let's go back to vote. I got I'm Hokage Senju Tsunade Konoha no Sato, hidden in the Leaf Village, of Fire Country. My vote is yes, banish that demon drat out of the village. When the entire civilian and the entire supporter of Naruto listen what Tsunade has said, they can't believe it. They think that Tsunade can't even refer Naruto as a demon, she always think as a little brother or even son, not as demon brat. Even Naruto himself is so shocked that his heart nearly stopped. He then look at the Tsunade that he always looking at him with kind, warm and sweet smile on her face, which is not present at a movement but looking at him as a coldly, annoying, mad at him. Even her hand is shaking like that she want to kill him. Even her eyes is also said to him that, I'm going to kill you demon. Inuzuka assume, if this is vote for other member of the retrieve team then my vote is no. But for this Kyuubi brat who not only tried to kill my son in this mission but tried to take his mate from him and even defeat him in prelim of Chunin exam with the help of Kyuubi, no, he is the Kyuubi who just take over the body of the boy, think that we treated him as a boy, no. My vote yes. Throw him out of the village and done with it. Aburame Shibi, although some of the things that Kaharu has said are logically sound and also Jiraiya-sama who present his report to us is also have logical truth. We Aburame clan also know what is like to be judged simply because of what we carry inside us. But in case Uzumaki-san, we study him very closely for last 12 years and we know that he may carry the burden, but no matter what he always excess the Kyuubi's chakra. Do we logically conceded that he is a demon no matter what? Even my son Shino has said that his chakra is always is level to the elite Jonin and also give away the feeling of fox whenever his insect is near him. So my vote yes. Sarutobi Asuma. I always saw the kid with my old man and even I know that my old man always keeping eye on him. If he is right now then he is very disappointed at the council that they can't even make his biggest dream, which is he always wants to come true, but it's look like it's not possible. My vote yes, banished him. All in all this going on, Naruto and all his supporters can't understand what is going, even civilian side is unable to understand. Until now they always consider him as a child, but now they consider him as like he is some kind of plague, even go so far consider him as a demon or Kyuubi, which is entirely is not. he is a jailer not a prisoner, so what the hell's going on, and they always help him, so what change him now when he need them more than ever, so why they turn their back on him? Okay, what the hell wrong with you people? Why are you turning your back on him? You all people always help him out the most when he needs most. You always acknowledge his guts and determination. You Tsunade-sama consider him as your little brother, or even consider him as a one of your child, but now you look at him as a monster, and you Inuzuka-san and Aburame-san, how can you say that to him like that? You always said that he is most energetic kid in the village and help your people a lot when he was younger. Even your kids are Naruto child friends. And you Sarutobi-san, what do you mean Sandame always keep an eye on him, or is disappointed the council that his biggest dream that he wanted to come true but it's not possible? We know that Sandame grandson is like friend if not a little brother to Naruto. So how can you say that? Just tell me what the hell is going on in here. Angry Inoichi asked, but he is not the only one is angry here. Shuza, Shikaku, Unaki, Hiyashi, even Anbu commander is angry towards the whole commotion and looking at the Tsunade, Sum, Shibi and Asuma while trying to figure out cause them to all this. First Inoichi, I want to tell you about SS rank mission. The mission which is assigned by the Sarutobi sensei by himself after the Kyuubi attack, where there is secret meeting going on after the council meeting and only those present which Sandame believe himself. Ian Tsunade himself was present in the meeting when sensei used his monkey to reverse summoned in the meeting where there no one who which don't want to see them. The meeting is about new weapon that we gain after the Kyuubi attack in the form of Uzumaki Naruto. We discuss how we treated him as a village hero or village monster. He then continued, after long discussion we come into agree that we treat him as a monster so that we can control him and make sure that he live for the village and die for the village. By the help to Danzo, who used his agents, and sensei used his Anbu and leaked the information about Kid as the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi, which help us because nearly all the villagers seen him as a Kyuubi or monster, because in Kyuubi attack they lost so many their close one. But they're getting out of hand, so sensei made the law about no one speak boy about the Jinchuriki to young generations while so he looked good to those they even consider him as jailer than a prisoner. So he made a plan to make boy village weapons. He even passed the law so in the council that no one even adopt him, even they have some sympathy towards for him and give him a good childhood and made him even stronger than he is now and lost his control over him. When boy sent to orphanage, he ordered the orphanage that not to let him feed him any healthy food or even provide a book so he can learn anything, and tell them to beat him time to time even he make even small mistake. So he submitted to the Hokage. He pauses some time so everyone in the room can absorb it what he's saying. After that he continued, when he see that kid will which is not shatter in orphanage, then he order the orphan manager to throw him out of the orphanage and not let him in no matter the what, and he do all this happily, he even get his rewards. After boy throw out of the orphan he lived there nearly 8 months. He was beaten by nearly even one in the village, and when Sandame thinks it's the right time to appear in front him to act as his savior and made boy like he wanted because he think it will enough to let his to go shattered, but that damn boy will even lot stronger than he think. Even after so many beating, heated, glare and abuse given by the village, it's not even enough. So sensei takes other approach to make him submit to sensei. He put him apartment by himself and give him less money which only help him to 3 weeks, even he know that village not given him any fresh food or even milk, because when civilian member find out, he just keeping his grandfather figure around to him. So that whenever he has problem he come to him and ask help. But the kid is really stubborn like any other, he only come when he needed help, like time on sign the from to enter the academy or even need some tools. He said boy as in like he disgusted himself to consider him as a boy. After for some time he continue, sensei himself getting heart attack that kid is really good at sealing arts which sensei never want him to learn, so after some time he make sure that he kid can't learn this art because it only reserved for chunin or the clan members, but that give even more determined that he even become shinobi. Then after some time kid come to the office and ask about Hokages, so sensei telling him about every Hokage in a detail, but that even becomes worst for sensei plan because kid declare that he'll become Hokage in the future. After some time pass when sensei see that kid is more determined to become shinobi, then he pass the law in which that he or she who have kyubi or any other jinchuriki who may be live inside the village wall will never become Hokage no matter the what, not even village wants him to become Hokage, and the law can't be removed by any circumstance or even in any way, even if they have their family member not chose as a Hokage in any way, but after 5 generation they may be eligible for the candidate because they become pure blood and become loyal to the village, not like their parents. He continued again. After kid live by himself and join the academy, sensei arrange mob to beat him in daily basis and even allow the civilian for the demon hunt, especially for his birthday. You all know we held Kyubi festival for those who lose their life in Kyubi attack as well as Yondaime, but you may not know this, but there is other purpose around for doing this is to let civilian do what they want to boy but left him alive. He tell Anbu to arrange the mobs and keep an eye on him and let it go when villagers try to beat him but stop them when they try to kill him. Most of the time sensei himself saw his beating and enjoy the sight that like he begging for mercy or even try to find out why they doing this to him, but he get no direct answer. When he saw this is enough, then he interferes and act as a savior, but it's still not enough. So sensei had other plan in motion, like in academy where he instruct the headmaster not let him learn anything that makes him even more powerful and try to sabotage his training in any way as possible and put him on academy dead last list so he can come and ask him help after we broken, but no matter he not even come to him. When he asked about how it's going on academy and living home by himself, he used his foxy smile and say it good, so sensei is getting even more annoying by the boy answer. After boy pass his 6th year in academy, he put him with Kakashi-san team who only wanted to teach Sasuke and no one but sensei put Sakura and boy so that no one take him and teach him anything and let him even become strong, and he know that Kakashi-san hate him even more than anyone in the village. He instruct Kakashi to not teach him anything and used him as he want and keep teaching Sasuke but keep an eye on him so that he can't go to other sensei to try to learn anything. The only thing he teach him is just tree walking and teamwork, nothing else, while he teach Sasuke some jutsu and even he teach Sakura 1 and 2 jutsu so she can used it but not to Naruto, and telling him to improve his chakra control. When he get enough control then he will teach him some jutsu, which is clearly impossible for Jinchuriki to get the chakra under their control. He continued again. When boy able to pass the prelim, he asked Kakashi-san to train him for final but turn it down right of the bat, and his training send him to the Ebisu-san who was instructor of Sandame grandson, who only have to teach him how to walk on water and some more chakra control exercise. But I was in the village and sensei tell me what happened in Chunin exam and tell me that boy is able to pass prelim and he vow to beat the hell out of Hyuga prodigy. When I listen this I just laughing my of that he beat Neji-san by himself. Yeah right, he has no skill or even he has, we make sure not to develop them in any further. Sabotage his whole academy life by teaching him wrong, even his taijutsu is wrong. He only know academy 3 basic if you count out Bushin no Jutsu, clone jutsu, which he can't do it no matter the what because of his reserve, Kage Bushin no Jutsu, Shadow Clone Jutsu, which become his specialty, and no skill in Genjutsu and Ninjutsu, so how the hell he will beat the Hyuga I just want to know. But sensei said now is the time to act as a next part of his plan in which I just have to beat Ebisu-san and show boy how good I'm, and I'd. He just follow me throughout the village to ask me to teach him so that he keep his vow and beat the hell out of his opponent, but sensei tell me not to teach him any ninjutsu, so I take him with me to near the river where he complete his water walking and let him sign the toad contract, tell him how to summon them but not tell him how much chakra they will need to use for this. It takes nearly whole month, so I train him how to access the Biju chakra, which he did, and summon the Gamabunta, the boss of Toad. After he completed his training I just ditch him and said let your body rest so he can fight properly in the finals, and we know how it goes. Then Jiraiya takes some breath. After that he continue, but everything is changed when Orochimaru is able to kill Sensei in Oto Suna invasion, but also weakened our village to the point that if other major village try to attack on that time they successfully able to destroy our village. So I just go the Sensei plan which he leave behind to me, in which he told me to get him into the village by using boy, in which I only allow to teach him only one jutsu, which I chose Yondaime Hokage jutsu, the Rasengan. I thought that he take time nearly complete this jutsu nearly 1 or 2 year, but he able to do this jutsu in 1 week. On that time me and Hyme which we observer him to make sure what he do, and we find out he is getting more and more powerful and we have to do something, and we already did, but he's so stubborn than any other kids. If he doesn't have Kyuubi then I'll help him fullest, but he is a Kyuubi so I have to stop his growth. I've even used several seals like loyalty, mind control seal, etc., but because of the Kyuubi no things work. I have even Kakashi used his Sharingan but we failed miserably. So I take every report to Fire Daimyo to present my report because he also know about our plan by the Sandame himself, meaning every, and he said this. The demon is getting much intelligent and stronger than we want, not even seals or other methods affect on him. If this going then he become more danger in future. We have to take some action. Killing him may be a good idea, but there is no knowledge if the seal on the weapon is actually able to kill him or not. If it's kill him then it good, but if not then we're doomed. Banish him from not only from the village but also from my country as well as all our allies is help us. If he not present in any of our and our allies' border then he have no other choice but to leave to the enemy land where there are so many ninja ready to kill any one of them, even its banished ninja. So banish him already, make his life more miserable than this. With this every dream he has crush it completely. Without our help he is nothing but a child in the world where he don't know what to do. After some time he may be dead in other foreign land that he has no knowledge about. Make sure that he gets out of my country in 2 weeks. That Fire Daimyo says. You want to know why I'm not considered him as a little brother or even my son but think as a monster? Said Tsunade. Simple on Senju clan no one Jinchuriki is human, to us they are nothing more than weapon, tool for war. I'll have to act like sensei had told me 12 years ago, act only I act like around my dead brother. When sensei told me that I raised my voice against sensei that I can't act him like a sister to him because there is only one brother in which I had and no one take his position no matter what, but sensei able to convince me that if I'll not act like that then we lose village weapons, so I've to act, but not right now. When the time has come he sent Jiraiya to me with that demon, mean my time has come and I'll act as just as sensei told me up until today. But sensei plan fails. We failed miserably to make him Konoha prefect weapon we want for the 100 years now. So this is all I've to say and nothing more. My reason is personal and I'm not allowed to said because it's S-rank secret. But I hate him with passion and he made my son look like fool not in front everyone in exam but also made him fool in front of his mate Hyuga Hinata, which he chose when they were in the academy, while this girl has major crush on the demon. Even they were on the same team, he tried so many times to forget about the demon and fall to my son, but she is just like the demon who doesn't give up on his silly crush. My son, you say one of his friend, you say huh. Ha, he was just using him as a way to get away from his teacher when he was on the academy, where he used some of boy pranking skill to pay back for all those who belittle him in front of the class. He is nothing more than the problem to the village. If he is out of the village she may forget about him and become prefect mate. Said Sum. On this Hiyashi becomes so much angry to Sum that they leaking his killing intent, in which matriarch Inuzuka become uncomfortable from inside but don't let up from outside. While my reason is something that I can't say because it's clan secret and not more, and even I try explain to you logically you won't understand, so I can't tell you my reason to you people anything, but I tell you this: my son never ever was the friend of this demon. He using him for his and the clan purpose and nothing more. State Shibi in monotonic voice. Well, I tell you my reason is very simple. I like my father plan very much. By turning Uzumaki Kid, or should I Kyuubi Kid, as a village prefect weapon by playing hero who save him only when he was about to kill. Every beating, suffering, hunger for food, hate and even glare made him loyal to the village by my old man. And regarding the matter of nephew bin friend or maybe little brother to him, then you are wrong. Old man used his Konohamaru as ways to keep him loyal to the village, and you himself see how he getting him on trouble so many time. Konohamaru friends also help in this, but it still can't enough to make him what my old man want. Well, there is nothing we can't do about it. Just banish him already, we already waste too many time. Answer Asuma. When every one of those listened this they were so shocked that they even able to say anything. They couldn't believe that Sandaime is even made this kind of plans to make Naruto life a living hell. But the person who is shocked most is none other than Naruto himself. He always thought that Sandaime is like grandpa to him, but now he hearing that he is the one person who is behind all the shit happened in his life. All the beating, suffering, hated, hunger, tears was caused by him, for what? To make him prefect weapon for the village like Yondaime Kazekage to his own son Gaara, who is Jinchuriki of Shukaku, one-tailed beast for his own village. Before he or other recovered to say anything, Tsunade clear his throat and getting attention to everyone. Genin Uzumaki Naruto Shinobi Registration ID 100,734,482 Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi no Yoko, also known as Demon of Konoha and Killer of 1,000 Peoples in Village 12 years ago. You are hereby stripped of your shinobi status and banished from village not only by me but also by the order from the Fire Daimyo. You are deemed to threat the village and hereby stripped of your shinobi status and hereby banished not only for the Konohagakure no Sato but also from Fire Country, meaning you can't stay in the Fire Country or its allied shinobi village or its country as well. Wave and Spring, Snow is ordered by both me Godime Hokage Senju Tsunade and Fire Daimyo or will be executed without any question. Consider a threat from us without trial. Hand over you Konoha headband right now. Order Tsunade in the commanding voice. Why yes, was all said to Naruto said before he took his headband from his hand but not given to Tsunade but looking at it. You have 1 week of the village and 10 days to out of the Fire Country. Failure to comply you will be executed on the spots, and also I revoke the Sandaime law in 2 days. Do enjoy with your time who might be your friend until then, after that when they know about who you are they become their enemy. Demon brat, said Tsunade in commanding voice that have evil smile on their faces. Naruto listen all this who not said or even move from his spot when all this happening, but after some time he raise his head and look at everyone emotionally, which even scare the shit of both the Sanin and rest of the council member. When I'm a young who is still going to academy I always asked these question by myself. Why everyone in the village hate me? What I done to them to get this much hated from them? Why people calling me monster, but I never get answer to my questions. All I get was beating, suffering, hunger, hated and cold glare by villagers. But there is still some people that care about me like Gigi, and some other people. But I get my answer when Mizuki Tem tell me why villagers hate me, because of the Kyuubi who is sealed by the Yondaime Hokage who I admire the most in the village, but put aside those thought when I become shinobi. When I put under the Team 7 with Uchiha Sasuke Tem and Haruna Sakura under Hatake Kakashi, I think that first time someone accept me when we all pass our sensei test when he declare us team, but it all change on next day because he always teaching us a teamwork exercises when we together, but in secret he always teach Sasuke some of her moves, and not only that he even teach Sakura-san how to detect or dispel in 1 or 2 genjutsu, but not teach me anything because I don't have chakra control. These things happen until Chunin exam where I pass my prelim round when my chakra was fuck up by the Orochimaru. Then my next opponent who is Hyuga prodigy Hyuga Neji. I go to the sensei to ask him to teach me, but he just bashes me because he has to train Uchiha to face Gaara in the final and left me in the care of Ebisu-san, who I call him as a close to the pervert, which he only teach me water walking exercise which I complete in the care of Ero Senin pervy sage. When he teaching how to control my chakra to summon the toad, I even consider him as grandpa figure to me. When I beat Neji-san in the final and all the people chapping for me, I thought I was accepted by the people. When invasion is happen, I was assigned by the Kakashi sensei to retrieve the Sasuke Tem who was after Gaara-san. On that time I'm with Sakura-san and Shikamaru-san with Kakashi-sensei summoning dog where he is fighting with Gaara who have the stared to transfer in Shukaku, and Sasuke Tem who already used Orochimaru crush seal but his chakra reserve is nearly empty. It was me who save him, and it is Sakura who is pinned down on tree by Gaara-san which is slowly crushing her. So to save her and Tem I fight myself to Gaara-san while Tem unable to move because he is affected by the crush seal. I was able to beat Gaara, who fully transfer himself into the Shukaku by the help of Toad Chief, and because of my decision Gaara-san left alive along with his siblings. After that I go with Ero Sennin to find the Tsunade-san. On that time he teach me Rasengan, which is made by the Yondaime Hokage. I was so happy when I was learning his move, which I able to learn in 1 week. Then we meet her and she place the beat. If I was unable to learn Rasengan under in week, then I leave shinobi forces and she keep my all money. If I win, she not only has come with us but she also placed her family necklace, which I win fair and square. And then everything going on just fine, but then Tem had to run to Orochimaru to gain more power to kill his father, even when I was trying to stop him, but he was trying to kill me. I didn't kill him because Sakura-san made me promise to bring him alive, or more specifically to her. If I don't promise her, then I might have killed him or used more force to subdue him. But I held back during that time, and because of that I get 2 Chidori wound on my chest, in which one of them is very close to my heart, but I survived and able to take Tem back to village. When I was in the hospital, no one has come see me, not even doctor, to heal my wounds, or should I say no one in the hospital staff allowed to heal me by very powerful people like Tsunade-san or Shizune-san, but thanks to the Kyuubi I was able to heal quickly than before. When I get fully heal I just go visit Tem and try to find out how he is, but what did I get from him? It's threat to kill me, and he don't need Konoha to become stronger. So all left him, and before I was called for the council meeting I was in my team meeting spot where I was waiting to meet Sakura-san and Kakashi-sensei. When she comes she look angry, so I try to talk to her. What I got sucker punch right on my face, and she then beat and berated my for whole 10 minutes. On that time I never raise my fists. And lastly, when I come in the council room, where I not only find out that I'm banished from the village, but find that Sandaime is behind all of those beating, suffering, hated, hunger, glare, and all the tears happen until now. He and you done for what? To make me prefect weapon for the village, where I don't have my will to do anything. My friends Kiba, Shino, Konohamaru and others are just using me for their fun. In my whole life I want people to acknowledge, respect and kind towards me. Is this too much for you that I ask? I'm not allowed to live my life. I'm not allowed to enjoy my life. I'm not allowed to have friends with me. I'm not allowed love someone or loved by someone. Is my life to serve the village as a weapon, nothing more? If you all think that last one is the one you chose, then you're fucking wrong, said Naruto to everyone, but in the end his voice became demonic. If you think you can control my life, then you're fucking wrong. You have no idea who you are messing up with entire time, nor even had idea what I'm really even capable of, even in your wildest dreams. You think by banished me from this village and this country, or even stop me to go all the other country and the village which you have allied with, and think I can't live by myself. Ha ha ha. Fucking no. I live my whole life by myself. I can even live inside this village nearly my whole life and you still can't find me even if you wanted. I can even join any other villages if I want. I can survive in any place in the element nations, even in desert sand of Suna or in the glaciers in Haru, Yuki or any other places. I will survive. Oh, and before you decide to end this meeting, Godime and fellow council members, I have one message from you which I'm not repeating myself, so live good and well. In future if you ever need my help to save your sorry, then don't ask me ever again, because in my eyes this village is dead and I don't help you. I only help those who really need my help and those who are precious to me, said Naruto full demonic tone, which sends shivered down every single one of those who wronged to him. When council listened, this whole council become very worried about it. While civilian council were happy that they finally able to banish him, but they couldn't help but fear about his declarations. Even Tsunade and Jiraiya also worried about this, but they put aside all their fear for now and focus the next and final task in hand. Jiraiya and Tsunade both look at each other and nodded, then bit their thumb with teeth and take out some blood in hand and going throw some hand sign and smash their hand on the table. Kuchio's no jutsu, summoning jutsu. Both cried at same time and there is 2 smoke appear on the table. When smoke clear, there are 2 creatures present in the room. One is small elder like toad who wearer a small gray cloak, and other is slug whose color white and has 3 lines from head to end of the tail. So Jiraiya-chan, why you summon me here? Asked Elder Toad. How can I help you, Tsunade-sama? Asked Slug. Pa and Katsuyu, we summon you for very important matter. Answered Jiraiya. Pa, I want you to cancel Naruto Toad contract from the Toad, and I also want to make sure he never gets any of other summoning contract. Katsuyu, I also want you to help Pa in this so that Naruto never gets any summoning contact in any summoning realm. We know that Toad, Slug, Snake and Salamander are the strongest summoning contract out there. So make sure every summon realm everyone know about this. Said Tsunade. Why Jiraiya? Why you want to cancel contract of this child who joined us only 3 months ago, and why you also asking us to stop him become other animal summon? Asked Pa. Because Pa plan has failed. And we banished him from village as well as from the fire country and our allies and stop him to become more powerful than he is now. That why. Answered Jiraiya. Very well Jiraiya. You get what you want. From today onwards Uzumaki Naruto Toad summoning contract is become void, and we also make sure he doesn't get other summoning contract from others as well. Said Pa. Then he summoned the big scroll in hand and opened it. There are few new written in it like Jiraiya, Namikaze Minato and last Uzumaki Naruto. Then Pa taken out special pen and turned towards the Naruto who is looking at him coldly. Well, I want to meet you when you become 15 or 16. On that time I may train you to strong like Jiraiya, but it look like it can be happen. So from this point on Uzumaki Naruto you live without the help of Toad or any other summon. After that he crossed his name with pen. After that he rolled the scroll it back and scroll vanished just like that. You also follow do it what Jiraiya and I said it, you got that? Said Tsunade. Yes Tsunade-sama. Answer Slug. Okay Jiraiya-chan, see you later, and you Naruto the demon never see again, and I hope your life will filled with more torture and suffering, you never find happiness in your heart, you never find peace in your life, and always live your life for pleasing for mercy but it never given to you or even your family. And you always end up been alone in your life. Said Pa with happy face and then left. Like Pa-sama said. I also wish same to you. Said Slug and then left. Well, that settles it. Now you won't have protection of Toad and not get any help from other summon. Now you won't become more powerful, is it right now? Replied Jiraiya with evil smirk. You can have your stupid Toad contract. I don't even care. You just help me but you don't even know. And regarding other summoning contract in future. I'm sure they are some other animal in which your stupid Toad or digesting Slug doesn't even have their influence. Replied Naruto with his own evil smirk. All right demon, enough. Hand over your headband and of course also give me my necklace. It's properties of my clan, even I lose to you in our bet you'll never owner of this necklace, so hand over to me right now. It is not acceptable. Now give back what mine demon or else your world of pain. Said Tsunade. Naruto then take out Tsunade necklace from his necklace and then used his palm by using Kyuubi chakra enhance strength and starting to crush it. When he was standing before the Tsunade table he first slam his hand on table which carry his headband enough force to crack on both headband and table, and then used other and do the same, but this time necklace was not in as it was before. Now it was crush most of it part turn into dust while rest of become small tiny particles. When Tsunade see this she become very angry from demon brat that he destroyed his grandfather necklace, which not even she can't able to do that, but this demon brat not even able to crack on the necklace but also able to crush it to the point that even she can't remember it. She then looked at Naruto with anger and about to beat him to death but stopped when she saw him looking at her with deathly glaze that even froze her to his place, and she even like Shinigami and paired of red eye looking at her with 9 tail swinging wildly, ready to finish her. But before she even place her, what is it? Naruto spoke it. You can have this piece of trash back. I don't want anything from you, old hag or pervert. I'm getting out of this hell hole which I once see as a home, but now this village becomes even more hell than any other place in the world, where they beat down child for their own satisfaction because he have no control over it. But it doesn't matter, because once I'm get out maybe I can live my life happy once I get outside from your hands and you have no control over me. So goodbye, see you in hell. Said Naruto and then take his leave by using doors. When Naruto leave there is many reaction running in the face. While civilian council members happy that demon get banished from the village, by this he become weak without even anyone help. The Anbu commander and Hyuga Hiyashi just sadly shook their head, knowing this was a biggest mistake that one day come back to bite them. Shikaku just thought, troublesome idiots. Shuza just signed sadly, knowing his son would be greatly affected by this. Danzo, Kaharu, Homura, Sum, Shibi, Asuma did not join foolish civilian who now laughing away how they final got rid of the demon brat while they keeping their face neutral. Inoichi and Unkai just lower their heads sadly since they knew this was wrong. While Tsunade and Jiraiya happy that they don't have to act like his godparents, but inside they feel like they made their biggest mistake in their life and some guilty feeling also rise in their heart, but they quickly aside their feeling and planning how to make Naruto banishment enjoyable for the villagers and themselves and painful to Naruto. While this going, Jiraiya who looking for windows to see sunset but find that it was raining like when Kakashi father kill himself, not even when his sensei dead there is no raining happen that day, but now it happen. It seems that heavens are weeping. But why it now? When sensei and ninjas dead on the invasion there were no raining that day, but now they raining. Are they raining for the demon brat? I don't understand, thought Jiraiya. Next day in Naruto's apartment. It was night time in Konoha. Naruto just finishing packing up his few major belongings so he would get ready to leave tonight. He still has 5 days, but he doesn't want them any chance to move his banishment time forward and face their threat. His true friends just left his apartment after finding about my banishment and Sandame plans for their parents and friends, which they were so mad at Tsunade and Jiraiya. They left my apartment an hour ago to say goodbye, along with few others. Team guys come first and said their goodbye, in which he finds out Guy was also the one who hate him most, just like Kakashi and other fools in the village. Lee loses all respect to his sensei along with his teammates Tenten and Neji, and now do want near him. They also requested to put them with different sensei. They may work with other person but not work with Inuzuka, Aburame, Sarutobi clan member, even Hokage or Fire Daimyo give them direct order. Neji told him if they don't get any sensei then they put themselves as reserve unit, and also Hinata father take them under their wings. Lee even vow that he never say anything shouting about an flame of youth crap ever again and learn his taijutsu style on Goken, strong fist, by himself or any other which also suitable for his style. Lee, I know that you're the stronger genin in the whole village, even stronger than Sasuke, Tem and Neji. I just asking favor from you. Naruto began. Anything you want, Naruto-kun, exclaimed Lee. I want you train Yakumo Hyme in taijutsu, and I know she has no skill in it, but her genjutsu and ninjutsu are limited right now, but if you help her in taijutsu, in future she able to defend herself from anyone who tried to harm her or her clan in any way. Please Lee, will you do this for me? Asked Naruto. I'll help Yakumo-chan in any way I can, Naruto-kun, replied Lee happily to his friend. But can I ask you question? Asked Lee, to which Naruto nodded his head. What do you add Hyme in her name? Are you really like her? What about Sakura-chan? I think you like her more than anyone else. I used to like her, Lee, but my feeling is end when I used Henge into Tem when we assign in a team, and what she really think about me. Her reply made me realize that no matter what I did she never accept me as a human regarding love. It whole other story. After that I used to look at her scene as a sister, but it now finished after what she done yesterday. But Yakumo Hyme is one of my childhood friends when I used to go on academy and become friend. Before her academy year is finished I'll help in her private matter. Since then she like me and I like her, but we keep this secret for all over the village, so that no one hurt her or her family. Answer Naruto. Wait, you're the one she keeps talking about when we're academy. She always talks about how she meets a boy who was so kind, charming, funny, smart and intelligent. I know she have a huge crush on him, just like Neji-kun cousin have huge crush on you, but I never thought it was you, because for what I can tell you're kind, charming and funny, but about the smart and intelligent, which I can't believe it. You always act like fool or stupid and nothing more. So tell me about it. Asked Tenten. I can only tell you this. Deception is ninja great tool. If you want to know then you'll have to ask Hyuga about yourself, Tenten-san. Answered Naruto, which Tenten nodded and keep a mental note to ask Yukumo about it when next time she visited her. Okay Naruto-kun, I do this for you. Replied Lee. Thank you Lee. Naruto thanked him. After that Neji also come and gave me condolences over what had happened and about Sandame plan. When he talking to me he informed me Hinata father wants to see me after sunset, to which I replied I'll meet them when the time is right. Then Tenten came, as told him how she and parents were when they heard that Naruto banished for the village, Fire Country and their allies. Naruto had been going to her family store for years, since her parents, unlike most of the fools or backstabbing people, treated Naruto like a people. They even gave him discounts for weapons and gear when he was short of money, which was quite often. Tenten also gave Naruto a set of silver kunai as a parting gift, and said that they would miss him very much, leaving Naruto truly touched by Tenten and her parents' kindness. Kurenai also came to give Naruto her sympathy and bento which is made by her. She was angry not only towards the council but also angry towards Asuma, Kiba and Shino. But she said not about him, but in her mind any kind of friendship or even relation she may have with Asuma is finished. Shikamaru wished Naruto luck and told him try to not too many trouble situations, and also told him he, Choji and Ino are both requested just like Team Guy to change their sensei and putting himself on the reserve list until they get new sensei. They will be trained by their own clan members and their fathers. Choji give Naruto a pie from his mom. Naruto thanked Choji and tell him to thanks his mom for him. Naruto had meet Choji's mother one or twice and found her very kind woman. Not to mention she was an excellent cook from one or two he had with the family along with Shikamaru. Ino came and give me sends of some flowers, poison and antidote for the various kinds of poisons and said she and her family will miss him. She even said I'm her even good friend than Banshee. She just hopes she have spent more time with me than following over Sasuke. After that she gave me hug. Tsuki and Ayame both arrived incensed. Tsuki swore that if he even saw pink hair Banshee or even her daughter he would do more than to break their jaws. Ayame gave Naruto a kiss on the head, much to his embarrassment, and told him to take care to himself. They also gave him a few instant ramen cups and gave him a large, hot bowl of ramen as last meal in the village. But the next people who came are not his friends but people who hate him most in the village are none other than Kakashi Tem. When he came to my apartment he still had his orange book in his hand and still reading his pervert book, not even looking at him, Naruto, standing before me, and then after some time he berated me for fighting his comrade and tried to kill him. He even went so far call me traitor, trash and failure, then taken his leave without caring in the world. When he said those things to me all my friends were so much anger at him but I able to calm them down and tell him that he is a trash and don't worry about him, I'll get to him in future. After that they spend some time with me and then leave. After that I take every gift which is given by my friend and pack in my bag and used one of the storage scrolls which were given by the Tenten himself and store it. After some time I stay in my house on my bed and thinking about all the things happen in few days and how everything go to hell. When I thinking about this suddenly something come in my mind regarding meeting with Hiyashi. Then I go to the bathroom and close the door. After scanning bathroom for full minute to make sure there is no one in present inside in there. When I confirm it there is no one, then I made familiar hand sign, Kage Bushin no Jutsu, and one clone has appeared in front of him who have enough chakra to last 4 days. Clone already have its own instruction and left him in bathroom to do his task, which is to sit on the bed and look outside for the window after some time go to sleep. On other hand real Naruto who is still inside the bathroom used secret passage which he made when he was young to escape from those mob who trying to beat in his own house. After using secret passage he come out his home and used his stealth skill to move towards the Hyuga compound. After few minutes he came in front of compound. After which I used secret passage which is only known to the Hyuga clan heads and their heirs. How Naruto has knowledge of about Hyuga's secret passage. Simple Hiyashi himself tell him when he was 6 years old and save Hinata numbers of time to bullies even Hiyashi himself witness how he save her daughter even he is outnumbered and kids are few year old to him but he never back down. When Hiyashi come and save both his daughter and kid from other kids. When Naruto see him he smile and then pass out from injuries he have before he try to defend his daughter so he take Naruto and Hinata with him to compound and call one of his clan medic ninja and heal him. After medic healing his injuries and left him with Hinata who was sitting near him to overlook him. After some time he woke up Hiyashi thanked him for saving his daughter in which Naruto doesn't know how to respond. After that Hiyashi asked him how he gets these injuries to which he answer his question. When he hear this he become angry to the villagers to treated the child like that but his daughter take it hard and openly crying for Naruto. After that he tell he will help him and Hinata training in secret so that he can defend himself if he ever face any of this kind of problem and also tell him about passage so he can come in and out to compound whatever Hiyashi time decide those training. Those training he take under Hiyashi his top 3 toughest training he has with anyone those are like torture time. When Naruto thought about the training slightly shiver ran down to his spine but quickly recover himself and enter the Hiyashi office. When he entered the office he can see Inoichi, Shuza, Unkai and Yakumo Unkai niece, are sitting in the chairs and in front of them Hiyashi who talking with other clan head while Hinata is who is standing on his side. When Hiyashi see Naruto enter the office then he closed the door of office and used the privacy seal so that no one can come inside of the room until seal is active and no one from outside is able to listen them. Thank you Naruto-kun for coming here in such a short notice. Hiyashi said first. It's okay Hiyashi-sama. I'm just fine. Replied Naruto in respected voice. Naruto-kun I know that we try to stop council to banish you but it's still not enough and because of this your dream to become Hokage of this village is taking from you but also they take all those friends who still care for you. Said Hiyashi in a grim voice. I know that Hiyashi-sama. But I don't want to discuss or remember about all those things that happened yesterday. No to be rude or anything I know this is not you want to talk to me about Hiyashi-sama. Said Naruto. When Hiyashi and other listen this they know that Naruto is still hurt for all those things happen. So they stop right there and get to the main point. Very well Naruto-kun. Said Hiyashi. Naruto you know what happened in the Hyuga clan compound for the after the prelim of Chunin exam right? Asked Hiyashi, to which Naruto replied in Node. Hyuga elder are trying to put Hinata-chan in the branch family after she was defeated by the Neji-kun because of that they want to put caged bird seal on her because they think she is weak which I and you know both that she is not. Hinata-chan fighting style is similar to her mother which is based on water style while Hyuga style is based on earth. Due to this she has lot of problem to understand to those style and her hit are not powerful enough to disable her opponent within one blow because of this all those elder reach in decision. On the time of your banishment they put caged bird seal on her and send her to the branch family. He then continued. To save her for this seal Naruto I want you take Hinata with you so that she will be saved from elder and their supporters. I asking you this not as Hyuga clan head but as a father. Please take my daughter with you help her. Hiyashi asking Naruto with his head down. Hiyashi-sama please don't bow in front of me. Even if you not asked me I still help Hinata Haim even I have to fight with old hag, pervert sage or even fight with full village I still save her. She one of the precious people in the village that help me whenever I need because of Hinata Haim and Yakumo Haim I don't turn like my new friend Gaara and I'm very grateful to Kami-sama. I help you in this Hiyashi-sama but we have leave tonight. Answered Naruto with his kind voice. When Hinata and Yakumo hear Naruto replied they both have deep blush on their face because they know no matter what he will save him no matter what the odds. And of course when Hiyashi and other listen boy answer they become very happy. They know how serious he really is, he just like his parents. But all their thought comes in halt when he said that he leave tonight. Why are you leaving tonight Naruto-kun you still have 5 days? Asked Shuza. Do any of you see the scroll which contain the detail about my banishment order or the scroll from old hag? Asked Naruto. No, we didn't. She doesn't let us or anyone else to see the scroll for some old reason. Answered Inoichi, who has become confused from Naruto question. Well, that's the reason. I read in rule book, if village banished someone from not only ninja forces and the village, they will get banishment scroll from the Hokage by himself and copy of scroll distribute to all the council members. That why I'm get out of here tonight, because I never believe old hag words before and I'm still not going to believe her words no. Answer Naruto. So that why Tsunade refused to give us the scroll because she bigger plan for Naruto banishment. They tell whole council that Naruto-san have 5 days while inside they have maybe different, maybe 3 or 4 days. Once the time on the scroll is passed and if they still find Naruto then they may executed him because his overstay in the village. That what they up to. I think this banishment order is the after the day or two after retrieval team come back to village with success. Stated Shikaku. When other listen the Naruto and Shikaku theory, they understand why he leave the village now. So they have to move up their plan now. Well, if that case then I'm happy Hinata-chan and I already prepare. Said Hiyashi, who opened the drawer and take out 2 scroll, give it to Naruto. Naruto-kun, this scroll consists of 10 million ryo for both of you and other consists some food which you can use past 15 to 18 month, and please don't say no, I'm give this to you for taking care of my daughter. So have to accept it and I hope you'll live your life happily. To which Naruto accept both scroll and put them into bag which he carried when he left his apartment. After that Inoichi come and take out 2 scroll, give him to Naruto, who look at him questionable. Naruto-san, in these scroll consists some money which I won in lottery today in the morning, which is 50 million ryo. So I divide some money, the scroll in which I given to you have 20 million ryo and other scroll have herb of various plants which you can use to make poison, antidote, food pills, blood pills, etc. It's for Hinata-chan, which Ino told me about a long time ago that she talented in this. So please take it. If you take it I can repay your father and mothers who saved my life so many times even I can't remember. So please take it. Said Inoichi, to which Naruto accept it. Then Shuza come and give him 3 scrolls. Naruto-kun, these 3 scrolls in which 2 scroll are actually belong to your parents. In 1 scroll it consists 40 million money which I take loan from your father and mother nearly 15 years ago when we won the battle, but I lost all the money on casino and your parents given to me and said I can return it when we have chances, but you know what happened, how it turn out. In 2nd scroll it consists of all the valuable stone or artifact which your parents find in the war, like stone, artifact, gold bars and many more things which your parents given to me so I can find out how much they are really wroth, but I unable to give them back because of the war and my same reason as I said it before. And 3rd is consist all the food that me and my wife can arrange for you too, so it can able to hold up to easily for 2 or 3 year. So take it Naruto-kun, it's from the house. Said Shuza happily to Naruto, who accept it. Well, what should I give it to you? I think about it whole morning, which too troublesome because you're grown up kid. I know that your IQ is same level as my son, or it might be high, and you're strategist if you ask me. So I give you some gift to you, just answer my question but not told me verbally, but write your answer in this piece of paper because it is important, kid. This question is Shadaime asked Nadaime. Are you ready, kid? Asked Shikaku in commander voice, to which Naruto nodded his head. What is king? When Naruto and other hear this question they began to wonder who is really king. Naruto himself think about it 1 and 2 minutes, then he write his answer in paper and handed to Shikaku. When Shikaku look in paper really happy to Naruto, who given answer correct and looking at him with small smile and nod his head to confirm him that his answer is correct. Good Naruto. Your answer is correct. It's a shame that village lost to goldmine like you. If you not banished from the village then you maybe become great Hokage than any of them come before. He said with sad smile. Naruto. This scroll have gold which I don't really know because it's too damn troublesome, but this scroll which I found near the dead body of Iwa's general who was ruthless on his time and was killed by your father because so it belonged to him by the law of spoil of war and now by extend to you, so used it wisely, okay? Said Shikaku, still using commanding to Naruto, in which he nod his head and accept the gift and put them into bag. Naruto, I only give you a scroll which consists best genjutsu which only Kurama clan member used, not even Sandaime and Godaime know about it. By using these genjutsu you can able to change your appearances like changing color of eyes, changing your voice, even change your own face and other genjutsu. And Hinata, I know you can used every single jutsu I put in there, but Patrice it when you have high level Chunin chakra reserve because some of them very powerful. So used it wisely. Said Unkai to both Naruto and Hinata, in which both of them nod their head and accept it. Thank you everyone, it mean a lot. You helped me when I was a kid. You even provide me house when I was thrown out by orphan and share your food with me when they don't even give me their own garbage. You help me when mob is chasing me to beat me. So help is best way you can when no one even suspect you. You teach me how to read book, how to write and even teach me how to draw a painting and teach me way of ninja. You even help even give my ninja way. I know there are other also help me but I can't go right now to see them and told them how much thankful I'm, but I can thank you sir because even I was banished out of the village you still helping me. Thank you very much. Naruto said and he bowed down to the ground while some tears still coming out from his eyes. After some time he get up and wash away tears using his jacket and turn to see last one person. Yakumo Hyme. Started Naruto. Naruto-kun. Said Yakumo. Hyme I. Try said something but only stopped by Kurama clan heiress using his index on his lips. Naruto-kun, please listen to me. I'm always wanted to say this to you. When I was you in my power which is always out of control, because of this my parents are dead and my whole clan they hate and fear for me because when I get angry my power is always out of control. Even under Kurenai sensei who become teach me how to control my power was unable to help me. She also left me all alone because Sandaime order her to leave me. When she leave me I become more desperate because everyone which I really like them is taken away from me one by one. I starting to lose myself completely to my dark side, but before it happened you came in my compound and hide in my room to save yourself from mobs who try to beat you. After they get away from my compound you came out and meet me. After that we exchange hello to each other and talk about random things. It was awkward start but I like it enough time with you. When you leave and I make you promise to meet me that you come again next day, when you promise me that you can come again to meet me. When you leave me I feel myself lonely but inside my heart I feel warm. I want to see you again. I want to talk to you again. I want to become your friend. I even wanted to play, eat and many more things that normal young girls wanted in their childhood. I just had to wait for you to come on next day which you come. You start telling me about all the pranking you did on the villagers and many other things. After some time talking with you we became friends. This continued every day until you come to 3rd year in your academy class while I come on 4th year and my classes timing is increased, but even I come late home, even sometime my classes ended until sunset and get home you always waiting for me in my room. During that I spend with you I become to like you, more than like friend. But I never told you because if I tell you then I lose you, so I never tell you. Then you tell me about another girl who become your friend before you meet me and tell me how you meet her and save her for those bullies and even become her first friends and help her to grow in her shyness, weak girl to become confident, strong girl in front of father, even she had to act like sly girl in front of whole clan so she can save her sister to banished from branch family, and this is all happened because you help her. Due to this I got crush on you. After some time you come with your first friend and I can tell her by looking at her face she also have huge crush on you like myself. When you leave us for something, on that time we talk about each other and find out each other had feeling towards you. So we decided we can help each other so that over feeling can reach in your heart. Nearly 1 year ago you accept our feeling. You don't know how happy we're when you accept our feeling. You said if we love each other when we're reached to the legally married life and we still have feeling for you then we're going to get married. After listen those words I become so much happy that I can't describe, like I become world happiest girl in word. I even dream about everything that happened having marry with you and have some kids with you, enjoy our life together and just like happy family. said Yakumo with sad smile while tears coming out of from her eyes. But now I find out the man who I loved so much even more than my own life is banished, but also find out that everything that happened to you in your childhood was Sandame was himself, and for what? Because he bring damn Uchiha back to this damn village using extreme force, which was authorities by old hag herself, and he became more powerful after they sabotage your educations, that you won't be under their control. He will not become village prefect weapon because he still have will to resist and stand against all odds while never give up. Yakumo want to say in her anger while tears coming out from her eyes, but stopped by Naruto, who hugged her while running his hand back to calm her. At first not as happened, but after some time she calmed down while Naruto still his hand on her back. Afterward Naruto start talking to her. Yakumo, calm down. I know that you're angry because of my banishment and Sarutobi Tem plan on me become village prefect weapon, but you don't have to angry, because if you get angry then you will lose control over your power and then they throw you back in dungeons and interrogate you so they can use your power for their own goals. So please calm down for me, Hyuga. Naruto pleaded to her, to which is finally able to calm down, and then Naruto broke the hug much of her disappointment but don't show him, but caught by the certain Hyuga heiress who is still standing her father's side. Hyuga, I know because of this my banishment we can't see each other for some years, and you know me and Hinata. Hyuga also going to miss you very much, but I didn't mean we can see again, can be in future. When we again reunited with each other, I promise that I don't let leave you again in future, and I can do anything, everything to protect you, Hinata, Hyuga, or any of my precious people, even it cost my life, I'll protect them, said Naruto in determined voice to Yakumo and everyone who is listening, which gives various reaction. Hinata and Yakumo have blush on their face for Naruto declarations. Hiashi and Unkai both are smiling at young blonde, while inside they were proud of him and satisfied that their daughter and niece find good man who becomes good husband in future. While Inoichi, Shuza and Shikaku both show their smiling faces and they are happy with bond determination. While everything shits happen, he is still care for his precious people. After some time Naruto take Yakumo hand with his hand while they looking each other eyes. Hyuga, can you do something for me? Asked Naruto, to which he get, yes, from her. I know that your genjutsu and ninjutsu both are improving, but your taijutsu is still weak. So I asked my friend Lee, who is your classmate and one of my true best friends, are going to help you as much as he can while keep your skill hidden for everyone, but tell only those who you can trust. Also don't show your skill in front of old hag and all those fools, or they might do something which we don't like it, okay? Said Naruto to Yakumo. Why yes, replied Yakumo. Yakumo looked at Naruto, who is looking at her. She knows she is going to miss him more than anyone, so she did something that Naruto wasn't expecting. She moved forward, grabbed his face and pulled him into kiss on lips. Taken aback from the sudden kiss, Naruto was so shocked at Yakumo's actions that his brain went into shutdown and his eyes widened. Before he could recover, Yakumo removed her lips from Naruto and looked into his eyes and say nothing, but she still have blush on her face, which is similar to the certain Hyuga heiress. Naruto on other hand recover quickly and looking at her with his own blush, but said nothing. After that both say goodbye to each other, but before promise that they will meet each other in future. Then they look at others and see that Hyuga clan head is finished talking to Hinata. They soon join others. Naruto, Hiashi started, I talked to Hinata-chan about the suppression seal which you both have on your body. I want you to release the seal and use your full potential, which you only show to us when we train you and her in private training, because now you really need it more than ever. Soon Tsunade and the council will send the hunter ninja after you to eliminate you, or Danzo send his root ninja after you to try to capture and brainwash to make you his own personal weapon for his own personal goal. Okay, Hiashi-sama, answered Naruto, but before me and Hinata Hyuga leave go, I just want all of you know this: if you ever need help in future, please don't hesitate to ask it. I'll help you anyways I can. Very well, Naruto-san. We'll keep that in mind. Take care yourself, replied Inoichi. Yakumo then stepped forward to Hinata and hug her, which Hinata return her as well and then break hug. They then look each other. After that Yakumo break the silence. Hinata-chan, please take care of Naruto-kun for me. All Yakumo-chan, but you also have to take care of yourself," replied Hinata. Then Yakumo move away from her and join her father's side. After that, both Naruto and Hinata says final goodbye to other clan heads and follow the Hiyashi, who lead both Naruto and Hinata to secret passage which was present inside in his offices which lead to outside to village. Then Naruto and Hinata both enter the passage and used one of the truck which is present outside Konoha. On a hill overlooking the village, two figures stood looking down at it for the last time. Both were Naruto and Hinata, who come out from the Hyuga secret passage. "My fake life in Konoha is over, and a new one will be beginning outside it. But just wait, Konoha. I will come for you. I'll be back to help my all dear friends and those people who I really care about me, respect me, don't see me as a demon but as a human, and help them when they really need me. I'll become stronger than anyone become ever been, and when I do, you'll be sorry for all the shit you done to me and my family, and banished me from her. That is a promise of a lifetime. Believe it," thought Naruto before he and Hinata turned his back on the village walk away into night. 4 days later. It'd been 4 days since Naruto and Hinata left Konoha. Both taken off in a random direction, not really caring where he going. His had wanted to go to Suna, but that would cause problem for Gaara. He wasn't even sure if he would be welcome there, since he was one of the reasons why the invasion failed. Though Suna had been tricked into, they still suffered a heavy loss and a humiliating defeat. Not to mention he would bring the Akatsuki to their doorsteps. Sure, Gaara was a Jinchuriki like him, but Gaara could at least defend himself and his village, as it was surrounded by sand. Even Sand Village also defend him because the news he hear before he gets banishment that he is going to become Sand Cage. Naruto on other hand can't go to Suna because Konoha Council has restricted him to enter him in any part of the village or the country who is allies with Konoha or the Land of Fire and get executed, but even if Gaara able to stop this, he still make things harder on Gaara and his village. He didn't want to do that to his friend. He didn't want to go to Taki, hidden in the waterfall, or his friend Shibuki, the leader of Taki, and cause trouble for him, since like Suna, Taki's alliance with Konoha would be very important to them. Naruto had also thought about going to Haru, Yuki no Kuni, land of spring, snow, since he sure that Lady Koyuki would welcome him, but he knew that Haru, Yuki no Kuni was very far away and he would definitely not get there by foot. Not only that, they didn't have their hidden village, and at some point Akatsuki would find him there and would attack him, as a result putting Lady Koyuki and her people in danger. Wave might have been a good choice, or even the Land of Tea, working with the Wagarashi clan. But Naruto knew that eventually the Akatsuki would find him in either places and he would not put Wave in danger because of him. He also knew that the Wagarashi clan would stand no chance if they went up against anyone of the Akatsuki. All things linked up to the same thing. The Akatsuki would at some point find him down, hurting the people he cared about in the process. He thought about going to another ninja village that had no alliance or real link or connection to Konoha that could maybe protected him and Hinata in some way if he and she both agreed to be one of their ninjas. But he realized that even if he found a village that could help him and allow him to join, the choices weren't that great. Aim, hidden in the rain, Kusa, hidden in the grass, and Hoshi, hidden in the star, were small villages and not very strong. He knew he needed to be with one of the 5 great shinobi villages to stand a chance of surviving an attack from the Akatsuki. Kiri, hidden in the mist, was out of the question since he heard when he met Haku that they were in the middle of a civil war. Plus after he heard how people with bloodlines were treated there, and there is no way he was going there. Plus he with his Haim who also have bloodline and people will try to harm her, so that why he don't feel like to go there. Iwa, hidden in the stone, was also out of question since Iwa and Konoha is mortal enemy. Even missing ninja are also fighting each other and he doesn't even know how Iwa react if they find out he is Jinchuriki of Kyuubi. The final choice was Kumo, but Naruto didn't want to go there, since he didn't know much about the village, other than what had Neji had told about how they attempted to kidnap Hinata. He also heard that Kumo tried to kidnap her again during the Suna and Oto invasion, which was prevented by Neji and his team. Needless to say, Naruto did not have a very high opinion of that village. This left him only one choice, to wander around with Hinata trying to find a way to get stronger with Hinata. Damn it. I can't go to Suna, Taki, Nami or Haru, Yuki or any other country which Konoha and Land of Fire still have allies with them. I can't go to the Aim, Kusa and Hoshi since they are not strong enough to help me and Hinata Haim to become strong or stand against Akatsuki. I can't go to the Kumo and Kiri because Kiri is still in civil war and Kumo might try to turn Haim to breeding Hyuga in their village. Iwa I don't hear them about since last war, even their merchant not come to Konoha to do even business. I don't know what to do. Thought Naruto to find out what to do, then suddenly something come in his mind. How can I forget about that? I can go to my mother homeland and where we can hide there to become stronger, but I'm not allowed to enter the village until I turn to 15, and also Ka-chan says that they have to keep secret to all other villages for the long time. So there is one place left to go hide out of my clan which is outside from the element nations, but it will take 2 weeks by the boat, and that boat only find in border of between Hai no Kuni, Land of Fire, and Kaminari no Kuni, Land of Lighting, and it 2 hours away from us. If we leave element nation for the sometime, then old hag hunter ninja unable to find us, also in the hideout we can become very strong enough to protect each other and over precious people. Naruto finished his thought and stopped to look his companion and then said to her. Hinata Haim. Started Naruto. Yes Naruto-kun. Said Hinata. Haim, I think I know where we should go so that old hag and Akatsuki can't find us. Said Naruto. And where we should go? Asked Hinata. Well, first I think about going to the Suna, Nami, Haru, Yuki, Taki, but we know we can't because of council order, and then I think about other minor village, but they are not strong enough to fight Akatsuki. Then I think about Kumo, Kiri, but I quickly dismissed the idea because that we have bloodline while one try to turn us into breeding stroke and other to kill us. Then I thought about Iwa, but we don't about them since the third great ninja war. I even consider going to my motherland, but we can't because I'm still 12-year-old and the border line is 15. So there is one place we should go, that is one of my clan hideout which is outside the element nation. But to go there we have to go the Hai no Kuni and Kaminari no Kuni border where we can take the ship to leave. Answered Naruto. Okay. How long it will take us to reach there, and how long it take us to reach your clan hideout? Asked Hinata. It just 2 hours away from her, and after we travel those ship, it will take 2 weeks max if Ka-chan say is true. But we have to wait for them because that ship comes only one day at the time of midnight, so we have to hide somewhere so that ninja don't find us. Answered Naruto. So what do you say, Haim? Okay. Let go. Said Hinata. After that both head to the border to leave the element nation.